Alright, something is not right with this trail cam or SD card. It is March 18th, 2022 at 2200 hours. Excuse me. Last update I got was last night. Oh, yeah. Last night at midnight or midnight 30. I'm not sure what triggered the camera twice. Could be a goat. Looks like it might be a goat. I gotta turn that branch so I can actually see what's going on. Probably the one over there on the right too, and one on the left, but definitely the one in the middle. Last update before that was 3:43 p.m. One good thing about this is I get some interesting pictures of the goats, like the one I got of the goats standing on top of the hay bale. And there was one. Ugh, there was one where over here in the corner there was a cow at the fence line and a goat at the fence line. They were basically, I don't know, talking. I don't know what they were doing, but they were checking each other out, type of thing. It was kind of cool, kind of cute, whatever. This one's kind of cool. Got the goat laying in the bed of the truck. I don't know who that is. It's hard to tell. Could be Cleopatra, but it looks a little small to be a Cleopatra. And she's also kind of blind right now, so it might not be her. She may not be able to get up in there. That black and white goat there on the left side of the pickup truck bed, she is a pain in the butt. I was able to catch her to put her collar on. And I was able to catch her to give her an injection. Uh, Antibiotics. There's two baby goats left of the pickup truck bed. Those baby goats belong to the red Kiko. They are Kiko Nigerian, not Kiko Nigerian, Kiko Spanish goat mix. That's the weather. He's partially blind, if not still blind. Hopefully, he gets his eyesight back. That is a Kiko, I think. It's hard to tell. I can't see their collars. That is a white goat. Not sure which one. I got three white goats. Three white goats. Three white goats. Anyways, I'm frustrated with this thing. So I'm going to swap out the SD card. I even reduced the resolution down to 4 MP. I'm going to go back up to 8 because I can see what's going on better. And hit the format again. Doesn't look like it's actually formatting the card, but it does seem to reset it because I still got 1100. I mean, 11. Yeah, 1138 pictures. So, but my batteries seem to be decent. You know, of course the camera's not working. That's why. I don't know. But I got a solar panel in the other day for the camera, so I'm gonna put it up. And I don't know if I need to do this, but I got a special box to put the camera in to keep it from being able to be stolen. But I don't know that anybody's gonna steal that one. I'm gonna put one on the in the front behind the sign. That one I'm definitely gonna put in the box and mount the box so it don't get stolen. Uh, yeah, I might have to mount the solar panel somewhere near. I'll have to figure out where I'm gonna mount the solar panel so it don't get stolen either. It's not a cheap solar panel, but it won't get full sun where I plan on mounting it. But at least it'll get morning sun. David probably won't notice it right away, but he'll notice that one, I'm sure. But this one's in a good position. Now, soon I'm going to have to move the goats. Where's my calendar? What the heck? Here we go. Month. It's better. Rotate goats. Where's that? Okay, 4th. Okay, so one more week and then we'll rotate the goats. That's right, because they got sick that first week, the last week of February, first week of March. And so I moved them to the new yard, the first yard, the weekend of the 6th. Oh, Barbarian War. I was like, what is Barbaria? I thought it said Barbara. I was like, who's Barbara? Danielle. That must have been a birthday. Danielle Hodges' birthday. I'm not even sure I know who that is. Oh well. It's not who I think it is because she's a Cancer, I think. Barbarian War. I don't play that game anymore. And these March, whatever, those are people that are supposed to be astrologically compatible to me, but I don't know that I don't. I mean, I kind of believe in that, but I kind of don't. I don't really follow it anymore. Yeah, this is very frustrating. I can't keep an eye on my goats. And oh yeah, my mom. My mom did not blow me off like I thought she did. She went back to the farm and said something, and David said, "Oh, I already did it," which is bull crap. He basically lied. He didn't already do it. He did it the way he wanted to do it, not the way I requested it to be done. However, the goats, from what I can tell, because my camera's not working all the time, have not been on top of the hay bale. So even though he didn't do like I asked him to do, he did what he wanted to do instead. It seems to be working, so I'm not as upset as I was. But he belligerently goes against what I say all the time. Not all the time, but a lot of the time. And he's just so defiant. He acts like he's the boss when he's not. You know, we started out as business partners, but he routinely wasn't following through with his end of the agreement. So I gradually basically demoted him. And now he's about to get he's pushing me to the point to where I'm gonna kick him off the land if he doesn't shape up. Because his family, I'm beginning to understand why his family wanted to get rid of him, and I'm starting to want. Actually, I've already been wanting. I'm considering getting rid of him. Fortunately, I still own 10% of that other property that I got scammed into in 2012 when I first came down. And unless I find somebody to help me buy out the other owners, or I buy out the other owners, that 10% is basically worthless. I mean, I could go over there and do stuff with it. I still own the land. So it's not totally worthless. Kind of like David's not totally worthless. But it's basically worthless, And that's basically how David is. So I'm thinking maybe I'll just give him the basically worthless piece of property since he's basically worthless, and then he won't be homeless and he can go basically be worthless on his own. But I don't know. I don't know. So anyway, so she did try to go back and do it. It was late. She procrastinated too long, basically. My black goat. My black goat is my black sheep. There's the red goat. She's the mother of the black babies. I don't know if you can see a previous one. Alright, yeah, see, here's 3 totes right there. And maybe it's this one. Yep. Basically, one of the goats was on top of the hay bale. And it looks like another one's thinking about it if she didn't get over there as well. But I didn't want him on top of the hay bale, so I asked David to move the totes. He moved one, but that's it. And then he wanted to argue with me. I told him to move all of them, or at least the 2. And he wanted to argue with me, and then he hung up on me because he told me I was trying to pick a fight with him. But really, it was the other way around. He was just being belligerent, and he wanted to do it his way because he didn't want to do it my way. He cried like a little baby. He was like, "Well, you're just trying to pick a fight with me." And then he hung up on me. So I'm like, forget you. But again, I haven't seen any goats on the hay bale, so that's all I care about, for the most part. I do care about him deliberately, belligerently disobeying me, defying me just to be a douchebag, but or an asshole, whatever you want to call it. But again, I haven't seen any goats on the hay bale, so that's my biggest concern. I still think they can jump from the pallets onto the tote and over to the hay bale, but maybe they haven't figured that out yet. But when I get home, I'll fix that. If I get home, they screwed up my dispatch. I was supposed to get unloaded, and loaded today, and that didn't happen. Well, I got unloaded, but I got unloaded an hour ago. So now I'm out of hours, and I can't go anywhere. So I can't go pick up my other load till tomorrow, if they're open tomorrow. And I'm 7 hours from home, so I won't get home till tomorrow night. And then I gotta deliver Monday in St. Louis, which means I'm only gonna have like 34 hour reset, and then I gotta go back to work. So that pisses me off too. But anyways, I already did that rant on my Trucker's Ed YouTube. So if you want to hear that rant, just look up Kano and then Trucker's Ed, and you should be able to find me. I need to change this one. I need to drop the DD&D because I'm retiring DD&D because DD&D isn't DD&D anymore. It's just D. Me. Because David Ray ain't working out either. And David Irish never showed up. Mostly because his wife doesn't like David Ray. Most people don't. I'm starting to get the bigger picture. But anyhow, I'm going to maybe play a video game. Put myself to sleep. This is the game that I play that usually puts me to sleep. Not One Night Ultimate Vampire or Werewolf. That's a game you got to play with multiple people. But it's really cool. It's a card game. And so you pick out the people that you're going to use. You don't really need to highlight all 3 villagers. You only really need one highlighted. But so you have however many people that's playing, and then you have 3 extra cards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I would suggest having 5 players minimum. But the more players you have, the more fun it is. Let's see. The doppelganger can be fun. Oh yeah, you need the minion. So I'd say a total of 6 people minimum to play this game. The drunk can be fun. I like the seer. I like the troublemaker. The robber's cool. The drunk, where's the drunk? Oh, I just clicked the drunk. Insomniac, they're alright. The hunter's decent. The hunter's kind of like a trump card. If you you vote at the end who the werewolf is, and if the unanimous vote is voting for the person who has the werewolf card, then the villagers win. All these guys are villagers except for the minion and the werewolves. And but the hunter can pick somebody different. So if say you've got 7 people playing or 8 people playing, 2 are the werewolves, so that leaves you 6 left. 3 vote for the person, for one person who's not the werewolf. One person is the hunter, and the other 2 people vote for, maybe they vote for the minion or the werewolf. The minion, though, doesn't count. So maybe one of the other 2 votes for the werewolf. If the hunter votes for the person who has the werewolf card, even if it's not unanimous, you still get to kill the werewolf, which is kind of cool. So the hunter should vote for somebody that the other people are not unanimously voting for. Then that way you get 2 chances to win. If you kill the minion, the werewolves win. You know, basically, if you kill anybody but the werewolves win. Or if you vote for somebody who's not the werewolves. And then you have the Tanner. I'm not sure what he does. The doppelganger, she's okay. She could be a werewolf too. So you got to watch her. You got to watch that card. So, and the Masons, I'm not sure what they do either. But I don't think I even have those cards in my deck. But it's hard to tell. But like I said, the more players you have, the better. So, anyways, enough of that. Good night.